Alright guys, so I just finished a little at-home workout and I'm feeling kinda, I don't know, like it's been a while since I've been in the gym. So right here I'm gonna start doing this look, and I am praying to the gods that it comes out good, because let me tell you, this look is really hard. Like the butterfly wings, it's really hard to do and get like identical, and you'll be able to tell in a minute. Like my eyes were not identical, but I was very proud of the work, the way it came out, so I'm gonna do it. So you guys know you start by priming your lids. I'm using a white base. I'm using P. Louise, so you can use whatever you want to use. And I'm using the Morphe Icy Fantasy palette. I did have to tap into my Ooh La La palette by ColourPop just to make the light pink that was in that palette a little darker, because I want it to be more of like a baby pink. And the one in the palette has more of like a peachy, cool tone pink look going, if that makes sense. So I'm just really doing like a 3-tone smoky eye. On the other eye, I kind of switched up the colors, but on this eye, I'm doing pink, purple, and then green. On my other eye, from inner to outer, I did green, pink, and purple. So you can do it however you want. This is just going to be like the color scheme of the butterfly wings. So this eye was pink, purple, and green. So I have pink on the inner corner, purple in the middle, and then I'm going to use my fluffy brush and I'm going to put the green on the outer corner. And it was that, you know, like spearmint green. So I kind of wanted everything to be like in the pastel family. So you guys can kind of like get the gist for how you do this. You just use 1 or 2 fluffy brushes and like a color switch. Add the colors and just continue to go over top of each other until they kind of seamlessly blend into one another. So the main products you're going to need are your eyeliners. So I practiced and took a picture when I got it the way that I wanted to, so I could use myself as a reference. And I'm going in with my black liner first. This is the Essence Mega Matte Black Liquid Liner. And I'm just going to start by doing a regular wing. Once I've done that wing, I'm going to start pulling it out. Now your butterfly wings are going to go out a little further than usual. This is the scary part. So I'm going to go over the inner part of like my pupil, not my pupil, my iris. And then I'm going to pull that out kind of like I'm making another wing, and then I'm going to connect it. Once I've done that, that's the first part. So take a deep breath and then go a little further out from the inner part. This is where I messed up, where I kind of made it a little more round towards my brow, and I didn't want to do that. But if you mess up, it's okay. I mean, it's just makeup, it comes off. So right here, I'm just connecting that to the second part and then kind of winging it out. You will notice at the tail end I kind of rounded it out a little more instead of having it like a straight line, so it kind of mimics like their wing design. So I'm speeding through this because right here all I'm doing is thickening the liner so that I'll have room to make my dots. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you have it as thick as you want, you can start drawing lines. I did a couple of like Y shapes, some like oval shapes, or like curved line shapes. And then when I do make the Y, I go in to the center of the Y and kind of darken it so that it looks like it's coming from the line, if that makes sense. So right here I'm kind of making like a C shape, and then I'm connecting them, and then where they connect I'm darkening that area just a little bit more so it kind of mimics like the veiny look that a monarch butterfly's wings have. So I don't know if there's any butterflies that are these colors, but I just thought that it was cute for spring, especially since we have nowhere to go. So I know you're probably looking at this look like, bitch, where am I gonna wear this? But don't worry, don't worry. If you have like some sort of festive thing going on when we finally do get out, then yeah, this is a really cool look to do. Or like when they finally do you know, like the festivals again, this is a really cool look for that as well. So that's just a couple of ideas. So since you got like a year, you got like a year to practice. So I was feeling myself right here because they look pretty good, not identical, but pretty good. So at this point, you go ahead and add your lashes. I decided to go dramatic since I wasn't going anywhere. And I used my XOXO Artistry lashes in the style Icon. So right here, I'm priming using my Wet n Wild's hydrating primer, and then for foundation, I'm using the PhotoFocus. This is the matte foundation in Toffee Pecan. And I'm just going to go ahead and add that all over my face, and then I'm using a Real Techniques brush to blend that in. Blend that in. I'm sorry, I just didn't know why I said it like that. So, yeah, I love this foundation. I like the hydrating one, but I don't know, I just decided to use this one at this point in time. And I mean, now is a good time to try out all those foundations in your collection. So for concealer, I'm using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer, one of my favorite concealers ever. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm using this to highlight underneath my eyes. All of my shade references will be down in the description box, and if not, if you follow me on Instagram, I will also have a reference to my shade on the picture, on this picture, which I already have up, so make sure you follow me. So for my cream contour, I'm using this contour stick by Milani. This is in shade number 4. It's like a contour and highlighting stick. I never use the highlighter because it just doesn't show up very well, but I love the contour stick, and it's only a couple bucks, so I don't mind, you know, skipping out on the highlight. So I'm using my Luxie brush to lightly push and blend that into my skin, and this, to me, it just makes my powder contour come on a lot better, and it just helps it last a little bit longer. Granted, when I did this, I really wasn't going anywhere, but I do like the look of it, and I do feel like my powder contour goes on a lot better. So to set everything, I'm using my Beauty Bakery powder in Cassava. This is the flower powder, and I'm setting underneath my eyes as well as like baking around the nose and all the areas that I want my contour and bronzer to be really like stand out, if that makes sense. So this is like I said, I've been saying this in all my videos, I'm still working on my nose contour, so this is just a little preview, you get me? So to set my face, I'm using my Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is a really nice powder if you are looking for an inexpensive powder, and I'm just lightly dusting this, and as you can see, my skin is looking kind of flawless at this point, if I do say so myself. So for bronzer, Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in shade 2, Warm. Of course, I am a warm skin tone, so I use the warmer one. They only have 2. They have warm and cool. So check them both out depending on your skin tone. Warm just happens to work for me. Now for blush, I'm going in with Flower Child by Becca. This is a really pretty like pink blush, and I think it pairs really well with this eyeshadow just because we're going for like this spring flushed color, not bronzy, just like a flush of blush. And I like to put a little bit on my nose because I feel like it gives me like that pixie fairy look. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. This is an oldie but a goodie, and it's good for a reason. Like, look at that. And I am placing that on my nose. And then I'm taking this Tarte like face and body glitter, and I'm placing it on top just to kind of give me like that whimsical look. I don't know if it made a difference, but I like the way it looked. So I'm tight lining on my lower lash line using my ColourPop Swerve liner, my favorite liner of all time. And then I'm taking that purple out of the Icy Fantasy palette, and I'm smoking out my lower lash line. And then you can set your face using whatever you want to and move on to my lips. For lips, I am lining my lips using the, I believe this is ColourPop BFF3. And then my liquid lipstick that I used is Colored Rain's Satin Creme. Satin Creme, I believe that's how you say it. Again, all of the names will be down in the description box, and there was a hair on my liquid lipstick, which is why I looked at it like that. So I like to take my real Technique brush and blend it into the liner, and that will complete your look. So I know we don't have anywhere to go, but if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe my content. I will have more videos for you up this week. And until next time, beauties, mwah, stay safe and stay blessed.